Herkese yeniden merhaba. Bastion 3 bölüm kaldı. Bölüm 3 kaldığı yerden tekrar devam ediyor. Hadi hemen devam edelim.
We spotted a pecker carrying a shard to Mount Zan. Not much left of Mount Zan nowadays. It's like a cross between a zoo and a prison break. Can't rightly call Mount Zan a mountain anymore. There's no more mountains now. There's no place left for the beasts of the wild to go. So they figure they'll hold out right here, on a slab of mountain the Calamity forgot.
Lan dokunamaz dedik, gene de dokundu ya. Ya
We only found their little lair because they found themselves a little shard. Good thing for those beasts the Calamity saved leftovers.
abi oyunda şu harita yok ya, bak nereye gideceğimi şey yapamıyorum. O çok canımı sıkıyor.
Beasts of Mount Zan go all out.
Öldüğümüz şeye bakar mısın ya? Öldürürüm diye umursamadık.
Those beasts been hoarding all the valuables they could find. Creatures of the wild, they've been building a bastion of their own. It's a delicate situation.
Buraya nasıl geçeceğim?
Best thing we can do for those beasts right now is put them down quick and clean. Aman hocam. Kesin gene saçma sapan bir şeydir ha. Ne bu? Makinalı tüfek mi lan? There's only one kind of mercy left these days.
Havan oğlum bu bildiğin makinalı tüfek değil ki. Altı patların makinalısı olsaydı harikaydı işte. Of, yalnız fena vuruyor ha.
What the city left behind, those beasts took for themselves. Look at it this way. It's either them or us. But if we win, they win too. Our bastion is everybody's game, not just ours.
Buraya nasıl geçelim ki?
Unfortunately, there's no explaining that to a simple beast. Those beasts have been hard at work fixing up the place. They've rounded up their survivors, just like we have.
Ya
They've been searching for cores and shards, just like we have. Maybe they've thought about turning back, just like we have.
ya lan ne gıcık etti şu ya.
We just really need their shard. Kid got it fair and square.
Ve onlar bana eşit adil davranmıyor. O ne olacak?
You don't need to keep tangling with all those things. That's the way. He's done what's best for him, don't you worry. Don't you worry. We'll all be better off once the Bastion is complete. Fix that thing right up, didn't we? made these goings-on a little livelier. Suppose it's true a little song can put things in perspective. Live wine so rich, they say it's brought men back from the brink for one last taste.
Ana para yok lan. Diğerine. Bak bu belki şey olur ha. Şu kurbağaya karşı işe yarar.
Monument's getting better. Zolf sure did a number on it, though. The memorial may be finished, but our part is far from over. The culture. A still life of old unwanted keepsakes. The conscience. We haven't lost everything, long as we have that. I've asked a lot of the kid, but this is something he's done on his own.
Tam vaktinde para geldi ya.
That ought to give those dueling pistols a little extra kick. Just a couple shards left. The quarry's gotta have one, right? The secret to how we built Caelondia so tall and proud lies in Bastion Quarry. Imagine everything you'd need to build a city like Caelondia. It takes hard work and planning, and it also takes Bastion Quarry. The Ura tunnels beneath the quarry must have softened the blow from the calamity. We bought the whole place from the Ura on the cheap. Same goes for its natives, rattletails.
Yeah.
Ain't exactly up to safety standards no more. Rattletails ain't the worst of it either, but more about that in a little bit.
Ulan nasıl becerdik şuraya düşmeyi?
The quarry came with a lifetime supply of windbags. Windbags smaller than the naked eye can see are nesting in those rocks. Not only are these rocks a source of life, we found that the oldest ones remember things.
Neye vuruyor ya?
But there was even more to it than that. They're recording everything, all the time, taking it all in. No wonder all those beasts were drawn to the quarry. The rocks were calling them. Keeping the quarry free from pests turned out to be a problem. Rattletails kept tunneling in to snack on windbags. Without those windbags, the quarry might not have its special qualities. Even Stink Eye started taking root in here. Now, why would the Ura sell off such a fascinating place? The Ura always were a superstitious lot. Might be the gods told them the quarry's bad news.
Lan oğlum. Ha, iyi bari. Buraya nasıl gideceğiz? Şurayı mı açacağız, bir dakika? Gel la buraya.
Windbags tended to the rocks, so we had to keep the rattletails at bay. On top of that, you know the Ura hated anything above ground. In any case, it's fair to say the quarry was a godsend. Those rocks, all polished to a mirror sheen.
Ya. Oğlum. Okun şeydi, artık oka gerek kalmadı ya. İlk başlarda güzeldi ama şimdiki alt patlar.
The largest ones, you know as cores. Single core can keep the lights on in an entire city district.
Ya bu olay, Allah'ım, orada da mı çukur vardı? Şu olay olmasaymış çok harika olacaktı.
The smaller ones, we call them shards. shard's got a fraction of a core's power, enough to fuel a voyage to the motherland. Well, now the quarry's all dried up. These rocks are much too young to be of use. Remember how I said rattletails ain't the worst thing in the quarry? That honor goes to a beast we took to Colin, Sir Lunky. Massive things stomped many of our boys. We just couldn't get rid of him. The only thing harder than
Oha.
quarry is Sir Lunky's head.
Ya
We never could get stubborn old Lunky to beat.
aşağı düştü lan.
Then the kid hears a voice calling from down the hall. Are you alright? It says.
Bu iyiydi işte. Kurbağayı aşağı düşürdük. Kalın bir şey.
It's him. I've come to warn you, he says. The Bastion is under siege. Let it fall. You should not go back.
Lan oğlum. O kadar şey yaptık. Şehir gene mi harap oldu?
Kid hears him, but he ain't about to be deterred. If that's the way it is, he says, then I won't stop you. Because my countrymen will. Say what you will about Zulf, but he's a man of his word.
Müzik çok güzelmiş bak.
His countrymen don't much care for pleasantries, though. Too bad for that. Zulf showed him the way here, and here they came to take revenge. They got inside the Bastion and shut the door. Kid's gotta go in through the back. I should have told him sooner about all this. See, the Bastion's no mere safe haven. Big surprise, right? To make matters worse, seems the Ura took the girl. Unfortunately, they broke in and they started digging their hole. Something wrong was sprung out of those holes, and it's eating away this place. We tried to stop them, but we needed somehow, some way, he sends those Ura packing. Problem is, it didn't matter. Zolf's plan worked. We find each other as the dust settles. Then I tell him why the Ura came. To get us back for the calamity. It was Caelondia's master plan to wipe the Ura out. But part of that plan backfired, didn't it? If only Zolf knew the whole story. What were we to think? They must have got her, taken her back to her rightful home. The shards can put this disease in remission, but there's only one cure. We need to finish what we started. Bastion ain't gonna build itself. Well, not entirely. Seems the gods recommended this place to all their friends. Now all we need is one last shard. Think the gods are gonna help? Messiah.
Bunu yapmam daha şey olur biliyor musun? XP %15 verecek. %15'te kristal artımı var. Düşmanlar yaralarını iyileştirebilir diyor. Sıkıntı değil.
The gods never liked competing for people's affections. The mercy. The windbags ain't the only beast that drew a bad lot. The sanctuary. If we can build, we can rebuild. The Ura swooped down from the east. At least now we know the way. Urzendra Gate used to lead down to the terminals. Now it leads up to the stars. One last shard. It's all we need to put this mess behind us. And mother, what a mess it is.
İki tane oldu, pardon. Boğa da devam ediyor.
A mess like that could have only been made by hand. Zolf said the calamity failed, and he's right. The Ura stand is living proof of that. At the heart of the calamity was a simple idea. We never wanted to go to war again. Wanted to rule it out. Put a lot of folks against that problem. Scientists, soldiers, spies, even me.
İşliyor lan. Yo.
We sought solutions far beyond the city. We traveled near as far as the kid's going right now. Didn't bear fruit.
Mızrak hayvan gibi oluyor var ya. Ama çevik değil.
Then there was a breakthrough, but it didn't come from one of our people. from an Ura, a brilliant young scientist named Ven. Ven worked for the Mancers, the sharpest knives in the city's drawer. With his help, the Mancers devised a way to seal the Ura tunnels shut in a flash. Just like that, every last Ura living in the Tassel terminals will be gone. This discovery was never to be used, they said, except as a last resort.
Abi oyunda gördüğüm tek eksik, dediğim gibi, şu gideceğim yerleri görememek ya. Bak şimdi burada 4 tane yön var. Ben her yere bakmak istiyorum. Gittiğim yer doğru çıktı mı sıkıntı.
But Ven didn't like being manipulated. He had plans of his own. He sabotaged the Mancers' little science project, set it to blow up in their faces. Imagine how Ven must have felt when they finally made him pull that trigger. But remember, the Bastion can fix everything. We just need that shard.
Lan
Too bad the Ura ain't exactly been willing to collaborate on that front. pick up where the Calamity left off.
O şey nereye gitti ya? Büyük bir savaşçı vardı, kaçtı mı, ne yaptı?
First things first, though. There's someone we figured needed rescuing. See ya. The Hura fell back, no doubt planning the next move, but we knew ours already.
Sanırım her düşman şeyini tanrı eklediğimde XP ile kristalde artıyor. Oyun zorlaşıyor.
There's something we had to do before going after that last shard. Zoltan's Hollow is the Ura's border blockade. At least it used to be. Well, now it's personal, ain't it? It's personal for him, and it's personal for me. We get straight down to business. They never saw him coming. He gets his hands on the care package I sent him. The Hura found a way to keep the calamity from spreading through Zoltan's Hollow. They got their own security and everything. Pretty fancy, even. Still, they ain't used to having visitors around. They've got these conductors that are all what's keeping the place together. Break enough of those things and the calamity rocks slip back into the ground. rocks are like tumors, the same kind the Ura planted in the Bastion. Well, the Ura must be in a panic right about now. Kid's done using the Calamity's power for now, but the Ura ain't finished. They
Yeah.
even sick their little rattletail pets on the kid. Those rodents are just a bump in the road. By now, every Ura from here to the terminals must know he's in town. Most of the Ura's conductors are squared away in the middle of the hollow. They're easy targets. Those Calamity rocks must be eating that place apart from the inside. hanging on to that barricade. After all, their homeland's not much farther. Some of them are downright bewildered by what's happening. Maybe they know they've lost this. Lost to a kid. They underestimated us. Had us pegged all wrong. Yes, our people caused the calamity, but here we are trying to fix it. Think we just turn around and walk away.
Orada yol var sandım. Ya buraya nasıl geleceğiz şimdi? Burada görmediğim bir şey mi var ya? Ya bir mini map olursa en azından. Bak O çok eksik kalmış oyunda.
Suppose old Zolf should have got to know us better. Maybe I should have trusted him. Told him everything I knew.
Şu var ya, şu hayvan gibi hasar veriyor.
Zolf, the Hura, they have every reason to be angry. Beyond angry. As the hour grows desperate, the Hura bring out their big guns. He sees the Tazzle terminal loom large on the horizon. There's nothing standing in his way no more. All those dreams, snuffed out in the calamity, we'll bring them back. But when this is all over, it'll all be water under the bridge. Way out there on the edge of the world. That's where he finally finds you. But it ain't like Prosper Bluff this time. Ain't nothing for this gal to sing about now. Zia, you weren't kidnapped. No, ma'am. You just had to see what happened to the Ura. To your own people. You had to see if everything Zolf wrote to you was true. Sure you didn't drop that twangy thing on purpose? Just to see if he'd go after you? They lost everything, didn't they? But they just keep on fighting like that's gonna bring it all back. I don't need to see what happened to the Ura. I'm trying to undo it, remember? Once the kid gets that last shard from Zolf, it'll all be over. Manser Observatory. Now there's a sneaky place, overlooking the Tassel terminals themselves. The Tassel terminals, all that's left of the Ura civilization, and the last stop on his little journey.
Son bölüme mi geldik? Ya zaten geliştirme falan hiçbir şey yok. Olsa yapardım kılıcın silahın. Girelim bakalım.
I can't hear him at all anymore. He's too far away. But he'll be all right. Just needs to get that shard from Zolf and come on home. The calamity hit the Tassel terminals hardest of all. Anything survived. You know why Zolf went back there. The place was his home. All his old friends and family were there.
Yapma be, olsun. Az bir şey canım gitti en azından. Botu kurtardık.
Zolf must be there all alone, just waiting. Look around. There's not much left to do here in the Bastion, I'm afraid. So why not tell each other stories and pass the time, right? Zia, there's another reason I've been telling you all this. Something I want you to understand. When the kid brings back that shard, the Bastion will be complete. This disease the Earth planted here will go away. What happens to Zulf will no longer matter. Zealandia will be whole again. Everything will be back to normal. Everyone will be all right. Problem is, we'll all be gone. But we're not gonna die. It's more like all of this will just stop. Things will go back to the way they used to be. This whole place is a living record of the times before the calamity. Be your old self again. Think of all those times that didn't go your way.
Lan deliği tutturduk ya.
All of life's little setbacks. Imagine if you could have another go at them. No mistakes. Anyone you've ever heard. Everything you've ever done, you could do it over. And wouldn't that be grand? Wouldn't you agree? Well, I guess there's nothing more to say.
Destur destur. Lan madem öyle anlayacağın dilden oynayalım. Ampuş.
Marasim. Stazen. Braviga. Brasilia. Ingais. Marasim. Brasilis.
Yapma be.
Keep your chin up. Who am I kidding?
Buradan geri mi gideceğiz anlamadım ki. Abi şunlara zıplatma lütfen.
Look. There's something else. A confession. I know so much about the Bastion.
Aa,
Well, I designed the place, but that's beside the point. There's one problem with a place that sets things back to a bygone time. You can't test it. So you're probably wondering if the calamity happened already. What's to stop it from happening again after the Bastion does its thing?
buradan nereye gideceğim? Yapma. Oğlum az önce buraya rahat rahat atlıyorum. Şimdi niye atlamıyorsun? Allah Allah. Bazen atlamıyor ya. Garip, vallahi garip.
answer is... I don't know. You're wondering if there ain't some other way out of this mess. It's all right. I can tell. But why would you even want another way? Unless you wanted to stay here with us. Well, that's sweet and all, but I don't know if I can stick around. The weight of the calamity, it's on our shoulders. We can't just let it go. Bastion does have another function, strictly speaking. If ever the monument blew out, and we couldn't repair it, we could still evacuate. First, we'd round up as many folks as we could carry. Next, we'd detonate the cores, and we'd take off away from here. Heavy, ain't it? know Zolf and his countrymen won't be giving up that shard without a fight, don't you? Zolf and the Ura. All they want now is to see the Bastion fall. Zolf dedicated his life to lasting peace between the Ura and Zealandia. Imagine the city would try to wipe the Ura out. Zolf ain't lost every shred of decency though, has he? He tried to warn you about his plans. He tried to warn the kid. For Zolf, this ain't a personal matter. It ain't a simple matter of pride either. It's such a shame.
Bastığıma yemin edebilirim neredeyse ama
One thing's for sure, the Ura can't be happy that the kid followed Zolf all the way home. Kid saved Zolf once, but I don't think he'd make the same mistake. I wouldn't.
aynen öyle, bir kere kurtardık. İhanet etti.
Don't you worry, though. Once the Bastion's restored, it'll all be alright. You ain't still thinking about that whole leaving the city thing, are you? Kid's probably dealt with Zolt by now. He reminds me of myself when I was his age. I ever tell you about those days? Hey, kid. Get up, kid. Come on, that ain't funny. I said get up. That's more like it. Now, set that shard into the monument there. Then we'll talk. The Bastion. It's finally finished. Now, there's something I want you to see. Welcome to the heart of the Bastion. I ain't one for long goodbyes, so here's the deal. Zia and I figure you done the heavy lifting, so you get to do the honors. We can tell you how to work this thing if you got any questions.
Tercih mi yapacağım kim gitsin kalsın diye yoksa?
Hey, kid. You can undo the calamity here and now. Go on, kid. And before I forget, thank you. Always wondered what the motherland was like. Not that it matters anymore. Zolf only brought more ruin to the Ura. No wonder they didn't take kindly to him. You've got one thing left to do, so you hang on to that badge. Besides, you earned it. Don't let anything you've done get to you. You can save all those creatures here and now.
You made it. So, let's see. You can either prevent the calamity, or stick around with me and Rex. I'd hate to be in your shoes. If I could be any place I wanted, I'd stay right here. We could go anywhere in the world. Zolf tried to talk me into joining him. I tried to talk him out of it. I guess we both failed. When I finally found my people, I told them we could help. They just took me for a traitor. Glad you showed up. any moment I'd want to live again happened after the calamity, not before.
It's finished. Now, sit tight. It'll be over soon. No matter what happens next, you're done good. I suppose all that's left is to try and remember this moment. The Bastion's gonna take us back to a better time before any of this. Might be we'll forget everything you've done and each other. Though after all we've been through, I find that hard to believe. So long, kid. Maybe I'll see it in the next one. Zealandia, we're coming home.
I set myself, fly the wind, it will take me back to my home, sweet home.
Oyun 1.5 GB falan ama gene de bak çok iyi, uzun sürdü yani bence. Oyunu gerçekten çok beğendim. 10 üzerinden 8.5 vereceğim. Dying Light falan oynamıştım ya, yemin ederim. Yani böyle her oynadığımda bit artık diye beklerken, nefret etmişken oyundan sıkılıyordum yani. Bunun tam tersine bitmesin, acaba şunu da yapsak, bunu da yapsak, şu silahı da geliştirsem, işte şurayı da keşfetsem gibi bir ton içimde şey vardı, düşünce vardı. Oyun güzel olmuş ama bak eksikleri var. Bir, abi minimap, yani küçük harita yok. Tamam mı? En azından küçük harita olmasa bile bir haritayı açıp bakabilmem lazım, tamam mı? Neredeyim, nereye gittim, nereyi kontrol ettim vesaire. Bu benim gördüğüm en büyük eksiklik oldu oyunda. Bak müzikleri falan gerçekten çok hoş yapmışlar. İkincisi, eksik puan kırma sebebim, hikaye anlatımı iyi olsa da tatmin edici değil. Yani dünya nasıl bu hale geldi, o şehir nasıl uzayda gökyüzünde uçuyor falan filan, insanlara ne oldu. İkincisi de bu. Bunları halletseymiş gerçekten mükemmel bir oyun olabilirmiş ama ya hatta ben bunu 10 üzerinden 9 yapayım. 8.5 haksızlık olur. Yani şunu demek istiyorum. Oyun gerçekten başarılı. Şimdi oyunu da şöyle bir göz önüne alırsak, ben dediğim gibi bu oyunu gençliğimde arkadaşım oynuyordu. Ondan görmüştüm. Yani kaç yıllık oyun. Bunlara dikkat etmemeleri gayet normal yani. Ha şimdi belki yeni bir oyun yapsalar kim bilir nasıl olur ama o zamanlara göre bile bence gayet iyi ki ben mesela oyunun görüntüsünü çok beğendim. Renkli cıvıl cıvıl. Yani diyeceklerim bu. Bu oyunu oynarken gerçekten keyif aldım. Keyif alarak bitirdiğim ikinci oyun oldu Ghost of Tsushima'dan sonra. Adamlar güzel yapmış ya, helal olsun. Umarım ben oynarken eğlenmiştim. Siz de izlerken eğlenmişsinizdir. Diğer videolarda görüşmek üzere.